Welcome back, and let's jump right into your NFL IDP Fantasy Football Defensive Line Rankings for Week 8. First up, we turn our attention to superstar Miles Garrett as he and the Cleveland Browns face the New England Patriots. Garrett, a top 3 pass rusher, will test a Patriots offense that has definitely struggled this season. And the numbers for this matchup are very favorable. Specifically, New England is the top team in the league in allowing fantasy points to the interior defensive linemen. And while they are in the middle of the pack in allowing production off the edge, between the projected game scenario and the Browns' defensive packages, Garrett shouldn't have any problems getting in the Patriots' backfield or absorbing tackles. The focus now shifts to one of the Houston Texans' rising IDP stars. Next up, Will Anderson Jr. and the Texans, who have a tough defensive battle at home against the San Francisco 49ers. He will be key to pressuring the 49ers quarterback. He's more of a tackle machine with an average of 2.5 combined tackles, 2.5 solo tackles, and 1 tackle for loss per game. But he definitely shouldn't have any problems getting into the 49ers backfield at least once. The 49ers are also a top 10 ranked matchup at both edge production and interior, meaning this presents a lot of opportunities for Anderson to have a great game. Moving on to another AFC superstar, we have TJ Watt, and the Steelers have a primetime matchup against the Green Bay Packers. Watt isn't coming off a higher-end week, but he will look to disrupt the Packers' offense, and he should bounce back nicely. In fact, the Packers are a top 12 ranked pass rushing matchup, and although the Packers have protected quarterback Jordan Love a lot better this year, Watt brings another level to the game and shouldn't have any problems getting into the backfield and creating havoc, which will open up opportunities for a great game at home this week. Our next focus is on a game-wrecking interior player in the AFC South. DeForest Buckner, the Colts' all-around defensive lineman, has an excellent matchup against the Tennessee Titans. Buckner is highly disruptive from the interior and is coming off a massive Week 7 performance. And the Titans are certainly a cheat code for NFL IDP fantasy defenses this year, having allowed the most sacks so far this season, thus setting up Buckner perfectly for a dominant game, racking up tackles and pressures from the interior. What's more, his sidekick defensive end teammate, Laiatu Latu, even looks like a top 12 play in this matchup versus the Titans. And finally, we wrap up our top 5 IDP defensive lineman plays with a Thursday night matchup. We have Khalil Mack and the Chargers, who have a tough Thursday night matchup at home against the Vikings defense. Mack just returned from injury, playing limited snaps, but still recording a sack and a tackle for loss, proving his immediate impact. As a result, according to the current points allowed off the edge for fantasy football, Mack has the top-ranked edge rusher matchup this week, and the Chargers play at home, so this should be a prime spot for the future Hall of Famer to have a major performance. All right, that wraps up our analysis for the NFL IDP Fantasy Football Defensive Line Rankings for Week 8. We've covered the best matchups from Miles Garrett's favorable draw against New England to the top-ranked edge rusher matchup for Khalil Mack. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let us know in the comments who you think is going to be the top defensive lineman in Week 8. And we'll be back with our Week 8 defensive back top 5 rankings and analysis soon.
They doubted us every step of the way, but we knew what we were capable of.